16-degree halo hybrid. Do I need another hybrid mount on driving us again?
Hello, another head cover.
Yeah, well, this is the top end gap that I've talked about. So if I'm a 19-degree hybrid,
yeah,
and then I go to my 3-wood, I'm a little bit 209 to 230. I need the 220 to 225. I need this to catch up with my 3-wood and then just back off it, where my 19 hybrid cannot get near my 3-wood. My 3-wood has to really back off.
And you struggle on sort of the par 3s that are that sort of yardage, don't you?
Yeah, well, I think
wind, a bit puffy.
Yeah, well, I think we all struggle on them personally. So I think at the end of the day, the fact that I can't hit a 5-iron 210, 215 is the actual issue. So I'm just this is like serious band-aiding.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. So I'm going to start with the halo in the 16. What I love about this halo, they sent me two. So they sent me a Strixon and the halo is what I asked for. Basically, we get almost a little bit of offset in this halo, which I actually quite like now because it turns it more in for me, because I feel like I can get really cutty with this kind of loft from the deck. And I love the relatively low sitting profile and back. This club to me just does feel like I could hit a draw if I had to.
Yeah.
Where the 16-degree in the Strixon, which is just basically straight, if I show you, basically it's more like my other hybrids, it's almost onset. And when you start knocking me to a 16 from the deck, so that's in the other one, they sent me the 16 in the Strixon, I'm always going to feel more that I'm going to lose it to the right, and this just feels like it's only really going to kind of be lost to the right.
So you're going performance more than looks then, aren't you? Because you would, if you were a 19-degree now, you'd totally go to Strixon, wouldn't you?
Correct.
So you're going to go performance to help you rather than the looks. But
surely we all do that, as in what people do, I think a little bit too much, is they go a brand or a set and then they try and like sync it all. But as I've shown over years, I hit different shapes that I don't have to fight with different lofts.
Yeah, yeah.
So then that's why I quite like this being more drawy, because it's more cutty at 16 off the deck. It just is. So I will butcher it more. But that's really logical, surely. Yeah. Rather than just blending it, which is, I think, what people fall into the trap, into the mistake of doing. Think of my irons. I go from a blade in an 8-iron, and then 2 clubs up. So you go to a 7, then you get to a 6, and now I'm in a hybrid. Yeah. So I'm not afraid to just try and get the most out of my clubs. Like you can see in the comments, I don't care that you giggle, and I actually quite like that it makes people giggle. I've always been that way. Like. So, but the Strixon that would cut would still go the same distance. Yeah, it just feels more like I'm going to get weaker cutty ones with it, where this one I feel like I could turn it and get the power. This one I feel like I could get the shape that catches up to the 3-wood. Because your older set had a cutty hybrid, the longer one in it, didn't it? But you didn't like pick a club to change it as such. No, but it was more lofted than this, so I could still hang on to it. Yeah. It naturally cut and I just embraced that, and if I wanted to turn it, I could. Because in theory, if you pick you were to go, I'm used to a longer hybrid cutting, then you would go with that one, wouldn't you? Correct. And you just keep to exactly the same as what you normally do, aim up the left, cut it back, so on and so, and you just like the fact that this one's gonna maybe draw and help you out to hit it straighter. More, the draw bit comment is more to do with maxing the distance out for me. Okay. So I want it, I hit the turnover one to try and get this going 230. Yeah, I'm never gonna I'm gonna have to work so hard to get the other one that's naturally cutty to get to the 230. Yeah. So it's actually the shape to the distance that I'm really trying to cheat on. Yeah. So this is halo. I've hit that nice, and it's like a little fade to not really moving. Butter fade. Yeah, and that's exactly, that's what I want. That's a good start. Yeah, there you go, 226, that's it. And that's from the deck. Yeah. Do you see what I mean? I want to be able to get this deck and tee getting out there around that yardage. Again, that's not cutting. No, that's just a bullet. Arrow. Oh, look at them two.
Classic.
I should write my life as a hybrid book, shouldn't I? 225.
Top seller.
Yeah. It wouldn't, because everyone wants the driver book, but it would be a cult classic. So these are from the deck. I tried to turn that one, and I just didn't start it right.
Yeah.
Which excites me. So I'm going to do that again and just try and start it right. I just feel like this club wants to, it will cut, I can easily cut one, but it's happy to have a go at drawing, to be turned in.
Yeah.
So I've started that more right of target and I've turned it. Look at that, I've turned it more. And again from the deck, that really excites me. Okay, I'm going to hit one more, try and hit it relatively neutral, because I think those are just kind of the money numbers, aren't they?
Yeah, it's very consistent.
So that's straight to slightly cutty, I would guess. Yeah. Those three. Oh, perfection. Do you want to look at the numbers on those?
Yeah. So numbers, carry to start, 226.
Yes.
And you've gone from 225 to 227.
How tight is that?
That
Standard
is
deviation, zero.
Peak height.
1 yard and standard deviation in that as well.
Too, yeah. 29 to 34, so still able to get the height, which is good from the deck for you, I think.
Yeah.
So it's an option of a tee and fairway club, so par fives as well as par threes, which I think is important, or long.
That's where it is. It's both of those for me.
Long par fours too.
Yeah. All day long, yeah. And it's ones where we're hitting, because I'm not long enough for the courses we often play for the fun tees we go off.
Yeah.
It's that long par four where it's built for a tournament where they'll be hitting a 6 or 5 iron, which way will get it stopping, but I'm having to use a silly club because I'm shorter, but I still want to hit their shot.
Yeah.
Narrow sideways on green, a lake or something.
Yeah.
But I'm never not going to take that on, because otherwise there's no point in playing. I just want to have fun.
Not laying up.
But if I'm having to hit like cutty freewards all the time, so I just think, oh, I'm so far off the mark.
Yeah. Spinning at 2.9.
Yeah, 3,000-ish.
Pretty good variation there too. It's very tight, 2.6 to 3.1. So
yeah,
really good on strike location too. Launching at 14, pretty much 13.8. So all good numbers.
Right, so let's go to the 19 hybrid. We're back in the Strixon, and this is where I actually quite like the little bit of onset. I feel like I can do whatever I need to with this club. So this is now just straight back into what I see a classic hybrid as doing, really, because I can do what I need with it, in theory. You see a little bit more height. I've just leaked it slightly, but look, it's good, isn't it? That is up there with it to 10 yards shorter, isn't it?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, 207. It's a 200 to 220 yard club, subject to what I want to do. And then the 16 is like a 215 to 230 club, subject to what I want to do.
And then you get to your freewood.
And then my freewood, which I'll hit in a second, is just generally topping out unless I really want to funk it.
Yeah.
But then if we go down from this to 22, that's like a 190 to 209 club. So they're kind of all bleeding into each other, aren't they?
A lot of at the top end for Battle Golf.
Battle Golf ready. Agendas. Golf, you say? No, Battle Golf, sir. Just a year of playing tour pros at Battle Golf. Oh, have I won again? 4 wedges you've got in there, Shane? Yeah, look at that, 218.
Yeah.
It's
That's
touching
good,
the other one, isn't it? It's touching. So if we just, is that 2 shots? If you just look at those two, just because I'm there.
That's 2 good ones, isn't it? So 218 to, that's literally your gap that you said.
Yeah.
You can go from 207 to 218.
Yeah.
And then you step up to your longer one at 16-degree hybrid, and that'll drop back to your 218 and up to your 230, won't it?
So if I hit this one hard, I'm going to try and hit this. So this is a 225 tuck pin.
So you want the extra height.
So I need to carry it over 219.
Yeah.
let's say there's 6 yards of space. It's relatively tucked, isn't it?
Yeah. At that distance, it
and
is.
I don't want to hit that one going in low. I want this one going in higher.
Yeah, because
so
this one is 36 peak height to 32. So you do have the extra stopping power.
And that excites me as well, because I don't have a driller. You all have drillers.
Yeah.
So where I float, all great. We get on some of these courses when they're windy.
Yeah.
I'm stuck. I haven't got something that will go 200, 220, 230 and drill. Mine all just want to go up. Well, I think the 16, you imagine me hitting that 16 at 200 into the wind. I can hit that medium and get it drilling a bit more, which you have your longer irons basically, don't you?
Yeah.
So I want to get this to the 225 pin, but I want it to carry around 220, and it's right on my number, so this is a risky one. Not sure I've got the flight. I did get the speed, but I don't think I got the strike.
Oof.
It'll be close.
What did you need to carry it?
About 220, 219, 220.
Yeah, I think you're just in the bunker, bro.
Yeah, 214, and I would expect that with that
214
quality of delivery.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? I felt that I would have been calling for that again. If I can do that speed but with a better delivery, possibly. A bit heely, but not as floaty cutty. Yeah, about the same. About
215, yeah.
Right on the number, innit?
Yeah, dangerous.
Yeah, 214. So that's landing in the bunker or the lip and rolling back.
Yeah.
One more go. See, that will do
That's better.
Yeah, because I did just whack that. Took the finesse away.
Yeah, plenty out there, yeah.
But I had to really get my springy legs involved in that.
Yeah.
226, so I've gone long.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you see what I mean? I can run them into each other.
Yeah.
Should we do freewood then? So my freewood says 15, but it's actually 14 degrees. It's the Cleveland launcher. So I'm just gonna, this is me, from like, I see this more as a 260, but I never get 260 out. I'm 260 out. I'm just gonna whack this.
Yeah, like a 240 carry, 245 carry, yeah.
Oh, that's a thin little, that's nowhere. That'll fall back in the pack, that will, look. So that's all strike, bottom, cutty.
Bottom heel.
More just centre bottomy really,
it?
just very bottomy, 222 carry. That's a pitch in, not getting anywhere near the green with that. That's a knuckle, won't fly but it'll run forever.
Low spinner.
Oh, that'll be a 1000 spinner.
Yeah.
That was up the face.
250 distance total.
Yeah.
Yeah.
221, but 1/8 spin. That one gets there if you've got nothing in front.
Yeah. You've gone from 4,000 plus spin on the one before to 1/8.
Yeah. Different shaft, sir. Medium. That'll be like a 225 to 230 carry.
Yeah, that's good. That's 240 carry.
Is it?
Yeah, that's a beef ball.
Speed training.
Yeah. You joke about Shane Larian having 4 wedges, but he does kind of have about 3 drivers for us. His freewood's further than our drive.
Yeah, well, exactly. Right, one more 3-wood and let's see how they all step. Do we have a new club? And that's good as well.
Oh, identical.
Yeah, that's 2 good ones.
Yeah, nice.
So if we look at those numbers.
So you take, well, if we disable these 2, which weren't your best shots, 238 with your 3-wood. Yeah. Which is all good. 226 with your 16-degree hybrid, and 216 with your 19.
Yeah, and then if you put those 2 back in for me, because they're very much shots I will play, like I do hit that shot, a Duffy one.
You're still...
you see what I mean? It's the top end of the 16 on average, which is what I want. I want them running into each other, but I want it to always be the top end of a good... So an average one with this needs to be a ripper with that. Yeah. And then as you step down, that's often how I want it to go. Yeah. You know, an average 19 needs to be like a really ripped 22.
Yeah.
So they're always just blending
crossing
across.
over, yeah. And I think you see that a lot in amateur fitting, don't you? When they come, they don't understand that. They think it just needs to be 10-yard gap, 10-yard gap, 10-yard gap.
Yeah, or even 12 and stuff.
Yeah, and then they bunch up a little bit.
Yeah.
Is there any point?
And often as well, the biggest pattern in custom fitting and gap testing is we know from 7 iron upwards, 6 iron, 5 iron, 4 iron, and whatever hybrid, the bunch is huge.
Crazy,
and I mean, look what I'm doing. I'm
Yeah.
completely rearranging my bag. So I've got some new bottom ends coming, which we'll do another video on. They come tomorrow, unfortunately, and I'll be away next week. But we'll try and do what we can with them before I go when I get back. Basically, I'm getting rid of a wedge to try and put something else at the top.
Yeah.
Because surely, and we'll test it, from 80 yards to 120 yards, 2 wedges and a pitching wedge, I'm surely semi-good enough to be able to manage that, opposed to this end. Well, even with the exact brilliant gapping that I've got, I know I'm still going to miss greens at this end. But so what this end is my weakest bit, and I would say I'm quite good at this end.
Yeah, absolutely. You know you're good at this end.
Yeah, because it's just the tougher end. So why would you not build your bag around it? I think it's interesting over hammering it with woods. Thanks, Matt.
Another head cover.
Another head cover, please, sir. How many is that now?
It's embarrassing. It's a little embarrassing.
I'm going to need a bigger bag.